I don't have midterm the whole quarter. I mean, I have midterm and finals. Just write newspaper.
Oh, nice.
Man,
What
that
kind of
sounds nice.
newspaper?
Yeah, but the hard part is we write a newspaper by like, how can I say, contact to the sources remotely, which is really difficult. In the past, the Western Front, they just like, meet up in person interview, which is like more easier.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can imagine that would be hard.
it is really hard.
So you write you said for the Western Front?
Yeah.
Cool. How long have you been doing that?
Well, this is my first time working as reporter with Western Front.
How is it? Fun?
Well, it's really fun and confusing because like everything is kind of like working online, and like I don't really know the process at the beginning, and when you jump to the start, I don't know where to go. But now I kind of get a hang of it right now.
Cool. Are you wanting to go into journalism?
Yes, I just want to be photojournalist in the future, and also maybe just like translator or something.
Translator for
Um, just for like Thai language into English or English to Thai, just for any kind. I could be kind of like the novel translator or something like that too.
oh, that'd be fun.
It is really hard. Like, it's always like writing and writing. Which at the beginning I really hate English to write. Like, I hate writing, but right now I'm just like, oh well, okay, it's happening again. Let's do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, like too many rules and something like that. But it's interesting actually.
I can relate. Not with I'm with Arabic. There's just so many rules. I'm like, why? Why can't
Yeah,
this be more simple?
I agree. Oh yes, that's oh my god. Too many verb tense and something like that. I'm not familiar, but I kind of get used to it right now.
Well, good for you for wanting to do that. That's really awesome. Okay, well, we can just start out going around and introducing ourselves, saying why you're here, and a word that describes how you're feeling now. Okay. My name's Nicole. I'm here because I'm one of the officers of this club. And we decided to put on this event. And I think a word that describes me right now is squiggles. That's how I feel. Like if you just write on a piece of paper in circles, that's how I feel right now. I'm just gonna go in the order of my screen. Keone.
Okay. My name's Keone. Not only am I an officer helping out with running Global Ambassadors, I've also been to China on a study abroad trip before. I've also interned at Beijing before, so I know that region kind of well. And the word to describe me is just lazy right now, as I've always been pretty much throughout this whole quarantine situation.
Cool. Emma. Okay. Ashton.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Ashton, and I'm from South Korea. Also, I studied abroad in China. Then I moved to US for my high school diploma. Yeah, and personally, I like to study abroad and like learn new culture, new language, and socialize with new people. Yeah. Mm.
What's a word to describe how you feel?
Fantastic.
Good one.
Yeah.
Happy for you. Okay, Tony.
All right. My name is Tony. I'm from Thailand. Wait, what's the question? Why am I here, right?
Yeah, say your name, why you're at this event, and a word to describe yourself. It's also in the chat if you guys forget.
Well, basically, I just want friends, actually. I kind of learned it recently. And also, because I'm doing newspaper too, this event is really interesting me. So that's why I'm joining here. And the word to describe how I feel right now, I think just fabulous.
These are awesome. Love that. Okay, Hannah, you're next.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, there's two
sorry.
Hannahs.
Oh, sorry.
Oops.
It's
Sorry.
Hannah Navit first, and then Hannah Fan.
Nice to see another Hannah. I liked every other Hannah I've ever met, so it's a great name. And I'm a study abroad advisor, so it's exciting to see so many students here because, and I'm sure we'll mention this, but so I'm the advisor for the club, but I work with students who want to study in Asia. We send so many students who want to study in Asia, and it's always nice. And if you guys don't mind, after this event, I might get your contact information so I can send your contact information to students who have questions, because they always ask, what's it like in Thailand or China or Japan or South Korea? And so having your guys' insight is so powerful because I haven't been to all of these places. So anyway, it's great to have you guys here. Oh,
What about a
a word to describe how I feel?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, hungry. Like it's almost 5 o'clock and I've been in Zoom calls all day. So if I sneak out and get some food, don't mind.
Totally understandable. I got some snacks before this. Okay, Hannah Fan.
Hi, everyone. So I'm Hannah. I'm here because of I received an invitation from Valerie, one of the advisor at the international office. I'm an international student from Vietnam. This is my 4th year in the state, I think. And a word that would describe me right now would be procrastination, because I'm super overwhelmed with the amount of schoolworks. So, yeah.
I can relate. Okay, is it Koi?
Oh, yes. So my name is Koi, and this is my first quarter here at Western. I'm here today because Tony invited me the other day.
Yeah.
One word, yeah. One word that described me is nervous, because I have a lot of midterm this week.
Yep. Okay, next we have, is it Ko?
Yeah, it's Kayo.
Kayo.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hi everyone, I'm Kayo. I'm here because my great friend Emma invited me in a word. So I'm originally from Taiwan and I'm studying abroad at Western, and this is my 5th year at Western. And a word to describe how I feel right now might be peaceful, I would say, because I was doing yoga earlier and I took a walk, so I feel peaceful now.
That sounds really nice. Okay, Grace, you're next. We are just saying our name why we're at this event, and a word to describe how you're feeling right now.
Okay. I'm Grace. What did you say?
The second one is
because Roman and Keone invited me this, and last quarter I usually for your event, and you said you did Asia's something today, so I want to introduce my country, Japan, and I feel really good because I came back to my country because of this situation, and I can be with my family, so I'm good.
Good. Okay, Ramon.
Hello.
Do you need help?
She muted.
Your mic's not working or something.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Hi.
Okay, Ramon is also an officer of this club. Do you want to type a word that describes how you feel right now? How do you feel? I'm sorry. Confused about your mic? Okay. I'm sorry that you're struggling. Dang. Shoot. Well, I hope it doesn't continue. Anyways. So we can get started with the meeting. So we're gonna have Emma present just her experience while she was studying abroad. During the presentation, we just ask that you guys mute yourselves, and if you have questions throughout the presentation, just type them in the chat, and then we can address them afterwards. Yes, and just so you guys know, we are planning on recording this session for future reference. If that is okay with everyone.
Yeah, we thought it would be helpful to record this, so for students who want information on the countries to travel in countries that you might be answering questions about or things like that, so we could feature it on our website and email it to students that couldn't make it today. That would be really helpful just as a reference, because I always get emails afterwards that, oh, I couldn't make it. Can I connect with, someone from Thailand or Japan or China or Taiwan or Vietnam or all these locations. So that would be great if you guys don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, so and then after the presentations, we will be having like questions and answering stuff. And also for those of you that are living in Asia, we would love to hear your perspective too. So Emma, go for it.
Yep, I can see it. No, I think like in general, China obviously has a lot of different places. But what you said kind of applies to most of the big parts of China, the more popular places to go.
Hot pot. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I just had hot pot yesterday.
Taiwan is such a big
but it's
culture.
really different.
Yeah, right. It's different, but pretty similar. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, different. We um we have one big hot pot and we put everything in that. Not like I don't know, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Put everything all at once.
So
Yep.
not put one by one, like
Yeah. And we pick and put some kind of soy sauce underneath.
Is it spicy? It depends on the hot pot you get.
I got the picture of Japanese hot pot. Do you want to see that? But I don't know how to share my screen, so I just like this. We put everything in my pot, in one pot.
Everything all at once.
Yeah, a small bit. Yeah, and yeah, that's good. Yep.
For me, it's kind of contrast. I completely forgot my own language at a certain time when I speak English in here. For example, like last summer, I went back to my country when the border patrol asking me for something in Thai, and I just like, excuse me, could you say that again? And I don't understand Thai. I was like, oh, okay, something wrong with me.
How long did it take for you to like get used to speaking Thai again?
Almost a week.
Oh, really? That's a
Yeah,
long
I
one.
don't know. I don't know why. Have you ever speak like two language at the same time? Like you speak English and then you mix with Chinese when you're speaking?
Yeah, I think I can also relate to your experience too. When I last summer I had a Japanese friend coming to Taiwan, and she's really good at speaking English. So it's actually easy for me to speak English to her. But sometimes I wanted to practice my Japanese, so I would say Japanese and then like switching channels, English and Japanese. And yeah, it's really funny sometimes when you just kind of forgot and you're mixing two languages together. And yeah, it's usually, but I feel like I'm used to it right now. And I also think that since, even though I'm speaking English here, but I talk to my family every day and I talk to my friends, so I've never had the experience that I forgot how to speak Mandarin. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only focus this situation. You guys don't wear the face mask, even the wheels, like, but we always wear the mask in winter or even summer. And culture, maybe thinking the time management, we strictly the time, but like in time is the most important thing, but you guys, I think you don't. And transportation, yeah, it is also the Japanese bus and train comes in time. I know there's some Shinkansen company apologize for they arrived 30 minutes earlier. Yeah, kinda.
You said, oh, I have a question. You said that in Japan they wear the face masks in winter and summer.
Yeah,
Why
like this,
why do you wear it in the winter and summer?
because I
I
because
think most people
we
wear
always
this as a fashion.
no way.
We in Korea we do, like, you know, people wear this as a fashion. That's why.
No,
Yeah.
but for winter we have the flu.
Allergic?
Yeah, allergic, and yeah, to prevent get cold. And I don't know, I don't know why some people wear the mask in summer, but we always pack in train, so
I don't want to get germs.
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Ashton, you said that they wear it for fashion in Korea?
Yeah, some people. I mean, not some people. Lots of people. In summer, you know.
Is there like fun designs on it and stuff?
No, just
Black
normal
mask?
regular mask. Yeah, it's black mask. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why, but I think they have black mask.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Also, I've heard a lot of people, they just like not having to get ready. They like their face ready and stuff. So
Yeah, right.
they just put on the mask.
If they don't put on makeup, then just wear mask, or
That's
or
true.
if they just woke up, then just wear mask.
That's true. I just draw my eyebrow and then wear the mask and go.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Whoa.
Sure. Right.
Mhm.
So interesting. I've never heard that before.
About what? About mask? About usually it's cheap. The like kind of box of mask is I think is 600 yen, which is $6. But in this situation, all masks are sold out in all the store and on the internet. Some people sell the mask, 5 masks for maybe around, I think, $10 or more. So it's crazy in for this illustration. But yeah, usually it's cheap. I think the the relationship teacher and student is more closer in here in the United States than Japan. In Japan, if maybe in the university, teacher may have 200 or 300 students for one teacher, and they use microphone and just lecture and no question. If they have question, don't don't ask during the lecture, and after the lecture they will ask. Yeah, kind of. And we never called our professor first name. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Well, in my country, like homework were expected to be done, but not expected to be graded. Like most of the time, student graded are based on heavily on tests. So we were giving homework, but not graded for that, but we expect to do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's for self-study. So if you want to do it, so you can do it. But if you don't do it, then the teacher gonna, yell at you.
Yeah, it's like a thing where like it's not graded, but the teacher really, really expects you to do it, and they will check it every day. And if you don't do it, then there will be some kind of like punishment or something.
Do they give out punishments like in class? Like what kind of punishments do you get?
Depends on school, but my
Yeah.
punishment was kind of like, standing on the hallways and maybe we don't, yeah. There was a famous punishment that most of the school have like 10 years ago. Like you were holding the bucket water like on your head, and if you drip and you got your grade minus, something like that. Like you have to put a bucket water on your head and stand it like for an hour or so.
And every time you spill the drip of water, your grade would get lowered.
Yeah, they're gonna have like extra punishment for that.
Wow. What about in the other places that haven't been mentioned yet?
Oh, you mean about the education system?
Oh, I was like asking because I don't think Ashton talked about Korea
Oh,
or
because
Taiwan.
I heard like Korean education system has changed and curriculum, so I don't know about the current education system. But when I was in middle school in Korea, just was very strict. If you don't do your homework on time, then you have punishment. For example, you have to be at school earlier the next day, or for example, you have to clean like whole classroom, or something like that, or staying on the hallway.
And from your past experience, you said
it's my past experience.
Yeah, it might have changed now.
Yeah, right.
But before, was college also similar to that, do you think?
College is
Did you hear stories from like older
about
people?
like was like usually they don't ask the question during the class time. Yeah, that's all I know about the college life. They focus on the group project more, I think, rather than individual works.
Do you have any friends from Korea that go to college that
talk
about like do you think they're more busy than you here?
No. Like just for example, it's really hard to get into college, but once you get into college, they're just free. Yeah, they don't go school or they don't do the work. They just drink every day in the freshman and sophomore year. Yeah, because they've studied like over 10 years for the college. That's why I think, yeah.
I see. And what about in Taiwan?
Yeah, I think I can agree with. It's really similar to Korea that we study. It's really hard to get into a good university, and after you get in a university, you start partying.
Yeah,
and
every day, drink.
yeah, like drinking, like go to karaoke. But yeah, I also think that the relationship between professors and students are more distant. But I never had university experience in Taiwan, so but just like from my friends what they told me, and they're graded harder on exams rather than homeworks or like projects, so they can skip classes and just do good on exams, and they will be fine. And yeah, I think it's very similar to Korea. People just party most of the time in university. Oh, and I can also relate it to the we can never call our professors by their first name.
Curious here,
Yeah, it's
same.
impossible. I think there's more of a respect. Not, it's hard to say, but it's here.
Be more polite. Something.
Yeah, polite and respect because they're older than you, and it's not like we are friends.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my country, like professor and teacher are someone that you expect to respect them. Like they some sort of scary. They even scary for my parents because when your name is called, you're in trouble, you're in deep trouble when they call your name. Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Yeah, I agree with that. Compare with or California or my country, it's a bit harder than. But let me think how to explain. I think the way they hang out each other is different. The style is different. Like for example, like there's not lots of things to do in Bellingham. Or stay home, hold a party with friends, or drinking with friends, or playing game together, or that's it. But from my country, we just go bar until next morning, or yeah, have a street food until next morning or something like that. So I think this is kind of cultural difference between here and my home country, yeah, or California, LA.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. And in Taiwan, I feel like people hang out with the same group of people a lot because if you're same major, you basically take same classes together at the same time. So you see the same group of people all the time. And then like comparing to Bellingham, like you said, there are more things to do in cities. And yeah, I can relate to that.
I think it's more comfortable to have a conversation with people in Seattle and Bellingham because I think people are open to discussion. I think because in my country, I don't know, but people seems to be passively defensive. So it's kind of hard to open a kind of conversation with people from Vietnam. I think so, but in the United States, I think we are more open to talking, communicating compared with where I'm from. So yeah.
Yeah, I think in Vietnam also, like, we don't really do a lot of small talk. We just, like, every conversation have to have a purpose in order for it to kind of like not be awkward. So it's really hard to like start conversation with a stranger because you don't know what to talk about.
Oh, that's really tough questions.
For me, since I come to US, I've never hung out with Korean students. Yeah, I try to fit in this like community, like new environments. Yeah.
I think if you go. Yeah, no, that's okay. I was gonna say that if you study abroad in Taiwan, I think you can just ask for like simple help. Oh, where do I go to someplace? And if you take an initiative, I think people are pretty good. Like how to say, if you don't say anything, I don't think they would take the first move. But if you ask them some questions, or oh, where do I go to building or whatever, and then easily you can be friends with them. Just have a, like you said, have a meal together. Yeah, I think they're just shy if they don't know you, but if you ask them something first, you take the initiative. It's easier. Yeah.
In Thailand, when you want to make friends, basically you just like approach to them and ask whatever questions or compliment things that they have on them. For example, like they have a nice watch, you just like, oh, nice watch, where you get that? And then they just keep talking nonstop until you're satisfied. And then, well, you just trying to like kind of like asking for maybe like application for chat, for example, like Line we're using, kind of like Snapchat in America. You're just like, oh, can we get Line so we can talk more? And then yeah, just become friends really fast. And well, if you make a very bad first impression to them, basically they might gonna keep your image to be like a gossip material in the future. So you just need to be aware of that. Even though how good you are in the future, they still keep that first impression. I'm not sure if it's happened to all Thais, but most of people that I know in my life, they're kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not that much to me. I mean, just for my school, but some school does really care about clubs.
Yeah, I think in university, I don't know in other countries, but in Taiwan, like annually they have sports competitions that different majors compete with different majors, and it's like big thing. If you people are pretty competitive for that, and then just and for all the sports, like soccer, volleyball, different sports, and you just compete with different majors, and people are really excited about that. And if you can join that, I think you definitely can make friends and you can just choose whatever you're good at. And people usually ask a lot of people, oh, what are you good at? And can you join us? Something like that. So I feel like this is something we can join sports clubs. I, in Taiwan, I think in university, not many people do clubs. That's something that we do in high school a lot. But yeah, I think still you can make friends in clubs too.
Yeah, in Japan, we don't have to do much club or sports in university, but in middle school and high school, we have to do that. When you enter, you have to join the club activity or yeah. Oh, we have club things, but in Japan we have like different style in the university because in the United States, once we get the credit for enough to graduate, we can graduate. But in Japan, we have to stay 4 years in the university. So the year junior and senior, the student have to join the not club, but like the like support one professor. They choose and help the professor's research, and then they will like write the research before graduate. So it's kind of club, but not club, more like offshore or something like I don't know.
I think in Korea, like join the club in the college, it's a beneficial way to know various people, and yeah, for a better future once you go to social life, like go to the company or like that after you graduate college. I think that's the purpose why people joining the club. But in the beginning, probably they want to have fun. They want to interact with like many people. That's why they're joining the club. Yeah. But once you just finish sophomore year, like junior and like senior year, you have to prepare for the like job interview or something, job hunting, something like that. That's why, yeah. So people, like student, they not only join like one club, they join at least like 2 or 3 clubs. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you guys ever encountered something strange from international friends? Like weird thing that they tend to do, but you feel like really uncomfortable to see, or things that
like
is normal.
Like cultural differences, kind of, or like weird quirks that they have.
Yeah.
I mean, tandem. Oh.
Yeah, that's just culture. I'm used to it because I'm Chinese. So I think like it's kind of hard to say like for sure to answer your question, because I feel in general like international students coming here, at least from what I've experienced, like they're generally like pretty well prepared in terms of not only like the language, but I don't know. I feel like they've been pretty good at adapting to American culture. And I'm not really sure like if, because I know at least for some countries, for example, like in China and also like in Korea, they have extensive English training even before like college. So even if their major doesn't include learning English, a lot of them still have a good amount of English training because it's such a popular language. So I feel like in general, like my friends who are international students don't have as many quirks or weird things they do culturally as opposed to if like when I went to China or like when my friends went to China. I feel like when we went to China, like we were a lot less able to adapt to Chinese culture. So that was just my observation. And usually when they have these kind of cultural differences, like if I just told them like, oh, that's kind of weird here, they would like kind of instantly understand. So for example, like one really small thing is that like in China, like if you call somebody cute, like it just means like they're cute, right? So a lot of my Chinese friends would say like, oh, like he's cute because he acts in like a cute way. But then I'd have to tell them like, oh, well, you probably shouldn't say that like here because like in America, people usually say that when they mean they like somebody, you know, if they're the opposite gender. So if I said like a girl was cute, that'd be like people would think that I like her. But in China, that's not the case. But usually when I tell my friends this kind of cultural difference, they understand it like pretty immediately.
Perfect answer.
Do you mean you guys can speak English in Japan or something?
Be able to survive.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Can be, but it's hard, I think, because you know Japanese people tend to don't like speak English. So yeah, even you don't not good at Japanese, but you have to try to speak Japanese. Yeah, we prefer English. We prefer the laugh Japanese than English. So yeah, yeah.
Same as in Thailand too. Like at least you just learn how to say hi or something like that. Because if you keep speaking English in Thailand, Thai people are gonna feel like, what is weirdo talking? So you just need to like say a little Thai, just like "Sawadi" or something. They just feel like, oh wow, you can speak Thai, and then they just really want to be close to you.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's always happened. I used to pretend as a Vietnamese person and I speak English to Thai people, and they just like they just freaked out. And then I start to speak Thai. They're just like, oh, okay, let me help you. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm relating to that because like when you go to Vietnam and you speak like a little Vietnamese, and then people are gonna be amazed of you, and then you know they like you. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Korea too.
That's true.
Same.
Yeah. Just only greeting is fine.
Just give a sense that we learn about your culture. So like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So especially as if you like, I like this anime or some manga or something. Oh, you you love Japan. Yeah, kind of.
But in Korea, like basically, like depends on which city you go. Like for example, Seoul is the capital of South Korea, and people are well educated. So, I think at least Korean people can speak three languages. Like, you know, yeah. For example, like of course English is a requirement for the graduation, and they can speak Korean. And also there's like two options for, in middle school and high school. Either like you have to learn Chinese or Japanese. Yeah, I think at least 2-3 years. Yeah.
I still think Japanese or Chinese is easier.
Yeah, I mean,
Korean.
I think for Asian people learn neighbor countries, I mean, language is easier than English or other European language.
Yeah, for us it's true. I think the Korean's grammar is kind of similar, and Chinese we can read Chinese character. So
yeah, right. We can read the
it's
Chinese
easy.
characters and. I think understanding, respect, because there's always like cultural difference. So maybe understanding different point of view, maybe it would help to fit in the new environment or circumstance like that. Yeah, or interact with new people.
Just don't think that the world is around by you. You just need to be involved with the community.
All right.
I feeling more independent, more mature, I think, because you're living alone in another country, not living with your family, and I think that's make you more living in more independently. Yeah, more independent.
For me, I think my biggest takeaway from studying abroad is that to learn how to like get out of your comfort zone, because I'm really introverted and I just stay in my comfort zone. I don't talk to anybody. So to go abroad and be in such a new environment with different culture really pushed me to go out there and then, enjoy making friends and making memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good to see you guys, all of you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Everybody stay safe, especially
Stay
if
safe.
you haven't gone back to your home country yet.
I think Bellingham is pretty safe now, so I think
That's true.
Everything is close, safer than East Coast. So.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming. I think next week is